Okay. I am back. Okay. So had to start the stream over. I don't know what's going on with my Wi-Fi, but we're not gonna let Mercury mess up the technology. We was literally just talking about that. But since I had to delete the other one, hey, I am Twan the Mystic. What's up? This is Territory with Twan, and this used to be a live that I used to do all the time on Instagram, and I decided to bring it to YouTube. It was also a podcast, and now we're here. Okay, and now we're here. I know, right? Now my Wi-Fi being a hater. I don't. Mercury on that bullshit. Okay, so we're gonna get started. We're gonna do a recap, and then I'm gonna get back to what the cards were saying. So basically, what I was saying, if you weren't here already, I was talking about Mercury retrograde and how we also have the lunar eclipse happening in Virgo, and Virgo is ruled by Mercury. And I thought it was pretty interesting. That's why I ended up making this episode about this because I feel like it's gonna add some spice, some sauce, some flavor to this eclipse season. And I feel like, and I think I was saying in the other one, I feel like this retrograde is not going to be like the other ones because I feel like this is the time, or Spirit is giving us an opportunity to transmute a lot of shit. Okay. And one of the examples I used was like, for example, if you went through a terrible breakup and it was just the worst breakup in your life, but then you end up turning it into a song and then that song goes #1 on the charts. I think that's an example I used in one of my readings, but I feel like this eclipse season / Mercury retrograde is going to be a time that's helping us transmute some shit. Okay. And help us change things around, things that we're not happy with, especially with Virgo being the sign that's associated with self-help and improvement and releasing what no longer serves you. A lot of us are going to be seeing the things that we're not happy with. And then instead of being in victim mode, Spirit is like, you're not happy with this. What you going to do? What are you going to do about it? So I think that's where I was at when my Wi-Fi started to be a hater. Mercury. Okay. So, okay, let's see what else. Put my water bottle down. All right. So then, oh yeah, these are the cards I already had out. Okay, so of course, 6 of Cups, and there's 6 people. Okay, 6 of Cups. So of course, 6 of Cups has to come up because this is Mercury retrograde and / eclipse season. So you can definitely expect people from your past coming back. But I think the difference with this retrograde, though, or retrograde / eclipse season, I feel like it's some of these people that are coming back from your past could be people that you have unfinished business with, and you could be making amends with these people. But you're gonna know if that's for you. If it's not for you, then don't take it. Okay. But yes, I feel like many of you may have some unfinished business with some people, or some people feel like they have unfinished business with you. So I think they're going to be making their way towards you during this time period. Or it could even be that things from your past life and from your past are coming back for you to do something with it. Like, for example, like how I'm bringing back Territory with Twan. Like, this is something I used to do years ago that I loved so much, but I had to stop doing it because of certain life things that was going on at the time. So, I'm bringing it back. So it could even be like certain things you used to do. Like, let's say you used to paint, or you used to teach. I don't know. It can literally be anything, but you're being called to go back to it. So like maybe you're an artist and you haven't painted in a long time, like myself. You need to it's time to get back into your art. If you did music, maybe it's time to get back into your music. Like, there's something that you're being called back into. It doesn't have to just be people from your past returning, but you can expect that. You definitely can expect people from your past making a comeback, especially if you have one of the mutable signs in your charts. I would say one of the mutable signs and also one of the cardinal signs. You could definitely expect people from your past to come back. So the mutable signs are Virgo. How could I forget? I'm a mutable sign. Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius, and Gemini. And then the cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. How are you doing? Oh, I'm good. I'm good. How are you? I'm good. Just a little annoyed with my Wi-Fi because don't try to play me. But my room is very far from the where the Wi-Fi is in my house, so that could be why. But anywho, so yeah, the Fool. These retrogrades are atrocious. I know, and I should be used to this by now. I have literally 5 planets retrograde in my birth chart. Is it 5? I think it's 5. Yeah. But we have the Fool. Okay, so the Fool card, this has to do with, taking a chance, taking a leap of faith. So, like I said earlier, I think was it on the last live? I don't know. I don't remember what the hell I said. But basically, with this Fool card, I feel like this retrograde, I mean, I'm not saying to like just push ahead because this is a retrograde, so of course reflect before you push ahead, but I definitely feel like this retrograde is going to push you to take some chances on things, even if it's like like something little, like let's say you've been wanting to start a business for a long time or whatever. This is your call to start putting steps in order, like, okay, what is my business? What am I going to sell? What am I going to do with this? What am I going to do with that? Things like that. It's going to that could be ways to get started since it's retrograde, but I feel like this is telling you to jump into something, even if it's like little jumps, little steps in this certain direction. So yeah, I know, so well, he's not on here anymore, but someone was talking about going back to school. Yeah, like it could be, yeah, you signing up for school, like you're just starting, like, like to start for the following semester, or you're putting those steps into order, or you're like there's something that you're doing, or some type of steps you need to be taking, because by the time the retrograde is over, I feel like it's gonna like I wanted to say blossom. I don't know, maybe not blossom. Currently getting certifications. Okay, so that makes sense. That makes sense because it could even be like, yeah, you're in school, you're getting certified for something, and then maybe by the time the retrogrades are over, you'll be done, or you'll find the job in that field. Like, I hope y'all understand what I'm trying to say, but I feel like Spirit is saying to step into something. You're being pushed into something. Yeah, you're being pushed into something, even if you're taking little baby steps, but they're like I don't know, I feel like a lot of us are going through some transformations, but I mean, it makes sense. We're about to have not the new moon, the astrological new year. So it makes sense as to why there's a lot of like, I'm just getting the sense of like new beginnings, transformations, like one door closing, another one opening. Yeah, and I'm seeing like a new moon, I'm seeing a full moon. So maybe this full moon, there's something coming to fruition, or the next moon cycle, because after this one, we have the new moon eclipse in Aries. And then a full moon in Libra after that. So there could be like something that happens between those times. But yeah, there's some type of like transformation and new beginnings that you're being ushered into. Okay. So we also have this is why I love what I do, because me and Spirit are like this. Okay. That's my homie. We have we have embrace uncertainty. Okay. So with embrace uncertainty, this goes right along with that Fool card. So like I said, you're being pushed into some new direction, and you may not really know how it's going to turn out, but Spirit is still pushing you in that direction. And it can be in any area. It could be with your career. I feel like career keeps coming up, and I guess because maybe this Virgo energy, but it could be in your career, it could be in your love life, it could be where you live, it can be It can be literally anything, but spirit is saying trust that you're being pushed in this new direction. Because for some of you guys, I think you're being called to take some type of leap of faith with this Fool card. Um, Even if you don't make the leap yet, I feel like spirit is like, prepare, prepare yourself. So what I miss? My Wi-Fi being a hater. We're just, we just talking about the full moon eclipse and Mercury retrograde. But of course, I'm gonna save this for you to go back because these current jobs have been trifling. Oh, I know, girl. I know it. Okay, I know it. I know it. But yes, yeah, I definitely feel like there's something happening here, and spirit is asking you to have faith. Like, because for some of you guys, I feel like maybe you don't have a job. Maybe you don't even have a job right now, and you're like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And spirit is like, it's gonna be okay. Like, you may not know what's next, but trust me, I got a plan for you. Or like, you could have started something already, you could have moved somewhere, you're kind of like, what the fuck, spirit? Like, what am I supposed to do next? And spirit's like, I got a plan for you. Just trust the signs. Trust me, trust me. Because that's another thing. I feel like a lot of us are going to be getting a lot of signs. Pay attention to your dreams, please. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to the numbers that you're seeing. Pay attention to random song lyrics that are stuck in your head. Pay attention to, like, if you keep seeing something over and over and over again, like, that's your spirit team talking to you. Okay, that's your ancestors talking to you. That's God talking to you. Whoever you're in cahoots with. That's them talking to you. Okay. Hey, thanks for tuning in. But yeah. I've been seeing numbers and gotta start back recording my dreams. These songs been coming through too, child. Yes, that's been happening. That's been happening to me as well, where it's like the increased synchronicities, and I just be like, like, don't touch me right now. I'm aligned. Literally no jobs and just moved and been paying attention to hella lyrics, dreams, and symbols. I'm glad it's resonating with you guys, because sometimes I feel like I'm just talking. Like, but yeah, I feel like spirit is saying to trust. And I feel like that's why you're getting these signs. And I feel like every time Mercury goes retrograde, I feel like, okay, it's almost a little bit of my excuse to be not so logical. Don't listen to me though. Don't listen to me though. But I feel like Mercury retrograde is the time to use your intuition more than logic, in my opinion, because I feel like that's when the signs increase. That's when the dreams get all crazy. That's, you know what I mean? So pay attention to those songs. Pay attention to those, what you're seeing, because that spirit trying to, like, comfort you, especially if you're like, what the fuck? What's going on? What's next for me? I'll be right back. Gotta edit this video right quick, y'all. Hope I don't miss too much Mercury. hopefully Mercury don't fuck me up this time. But thanks for tuning in. But yes, good luck with editing your video. But anywho, y'all, I definitely feel like you are being called to trust your intuition more than logic right now, even though it may not make sense at all. Okay, it may not make sense at all, but trust. Okay, so what do we have? Drawing down the moon, knowledge. So I feel like this is what we're getting at here, like these signs, these synchronicities, these numbers, the song lyrics, all that stuff. That spirit giving you knowledge, trying to give you the comfort. I'm getting goosebumps, okay? Trying to give you the comfort and the signs that everything's gonna be okay. So yeah, pay attention to those things. I would also say pay attention to any animals you keep seeing, or certain phrases you keep hearing, things like that. I also feel like this is also spirit giving you a sign or calling you calling you to do more or to gain more knowledge. And I think I was talking about that earlier. Yes, because some of you guys could be feeling called to go back to school. Maybe some of you guys are getting like training for something, getting certified for something. This could be your call to get some books, but this could also be your call to teach others. Excuse me, because some of you guys have a lot of knowledge and a lot of skills that would be beneficial to the collective. So it could be through you being an actual teacher. Yeah, like an actual teacher, or you could teach in any other way. It could be you teach art, or you teach, I don't know. You could do what I do. Okay. You teach spirituality, you do tarot, you do astrology, you do music, you do, there's something that you are very skilled at though, that some of you guys are being called to teach to others and share with others. It doesn't have to necessarily be you having some type of freaking lesson plan. It could literally just be you getting on YouTube and doing readings. You know what I'm saying? Like that's teaching as well. Or you talking about your life experiences, that's teaching as well. You know? So, yes, the numbers have been going crazy. I've been getting so many downloads to trust the universe and follow my joy and release control. Thank you for saying that, because literally, I too have been getting those same messages about kind of like what I'm saying here, like with not completely relying on logic. And you know, Virgo is such a logical sign. Okay, overthinker. Look, I'm a Virgo, so my mind is it's constantly going. It's going. But Spirit is asking all of us to stop overthinking and to stop and to realize you are good enough. Whatever that dream is that's in your heart, you are good enough. That's why you have that dream. That's why you have that desire, because you're supposed to do it. Okay? Why is it why is this bringing tears to my eyes? I don't know, but look, what does this say, y'all? What does this freaking say? I'm telling you, me and Spirit are like this. Because how many times did I say, watch the signs? How many times did I say that? And what does that say? I didn't even look at these cards. And that's why I love doing this shit. Me and Spirit are like this, okay? So anyway, watch for the signs. I'm telling you, this is Spirit talking to you, especially because we're in Pisces season. Virgo is the logical, like, facts. Pisces is dreamy, everything's a sign, trust the universe energy. So I feel like we're being called to embrace, like since this is a full moon in Virgo, I feel like we're being called to release that shadow side of Virgo, which is like being overly logical, or like not feeling good enough, or overthinking and things like that. And the butterfly transformation, you said that you said, I forgot. I did say that. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me, Danielle. Because yes. I love when that happens. But yes, y'all, um, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. And abundance. Abundance. What did I say? What did I say? Okay, so sorry, I have to pause for a second. But yes, if you've been worried about your money, if you've been worried about your career, if you've been worried about like bills and things like that, trust me, it's coming. And you may even have been getting like a lot of signs that a lot of money is coming. So I know it is tax, it is tax time. So maybe some of y'all get y'all taxes back, but it could also be it could be you getting a raise, a better job, a new stream of income. It could be any of those things, but I definitely feel like this is spirit trying to tell you that there's more coming. There's something on the other side of this. I keep seeing, it's gonna be so funny if it comes up here, but I keep seeing the death card in tarot, like the original one, because if I don't know if you guys how deep y'all are into tarot, but the death card, it's like there's a sunrise that's like happening, or no, not a sunrise, it's a sunset that's happening, and then I think the next card is temperance, and then there's a sunrise. Yeah, and that's what I'm seeing, like a sunset and a sunrise. Oh, this looks like a sunset and a sunrise. I just noticed that. So yeah, the fact that Saturn is in Pisces too. Oh, we being pushed to trust more. Yes, yes. And there's this astrologer that I love so much. Her name's Umi. I don't know if you guys follow her on Instagram, but she was talking a lot about Saturn and Pisces, and how with Saturn and Pisces, it's going to become almost, what's the word she used? I forgot what word she used, but basically we're more people are realizing that you have to trust your intuition. You have to trust your intuition, and you have to trust in the universe in order to like make your dreams happen. And then with Saturn and Pisces, it's like bringing structure to those whimsical dreams, those big visions that you have for yourself. As long as you have some type of structure and you're willing to put in the work, you will have some success. So yes, and another thing she was saying was with Saturn and Pisces, it's important to rest. But we're not going to get into that right now. I do have a Saturn and Pisces pick a card if you guys want to go check that out. Okay, so we also have Knight of Swords. This card's kind of faded. So the Emperor, and it's funny because this is Aries energy. And then we also have the High Priestess. And what does the High Priestess have to do with? Trusting your intuition. And then you know what the Emperor has to do with? Structure. I just love this. Okay. So basically, Spirit is like, if you put some structure behind these dreams of yours, you can actually make it happen. If you put some plans behind these ideas, you can actually make it happen, but you have to have some type of plan. You got to take the steps. I think that's what I was saying earlier. Was it in this live or the one that got shut down? I don't remember, but yeah, like you, if you put some type of structure or you take some type of step towards the direction of your dreams, whatever that is, you're gonna see success. Like it's inevitable. Okay. But I feel like Spirit is telling you to like stop completely depending on logic. Okay. So we also have clock. Needing time, cycles take time to heal, progressing. Okay, so another thing with this, this new, why I keep wanting to say new moon, full moon eclipse, and then this Mercury retrograde, you are being called to heal. But you see here how it says progressing, and I don't think I said progressing, but I think I said something about like taking steps in a certain direction, being pushed in a certain direction. But I feel like with this time to heal, it's making me think that for a lot of us, I will say us, okay, there's a need to heal some type of like imposter syndrome. There's a need to heal some type of like imposter syndrome, or to heal some type of like feeling not good enough, or feeling like, I don't know if some of you guys have like had parents, or, well, I mean, we have parents, right? But like if your parents didn't necessarily believe in your dreams, or someone made you feel bad for the type of things that you want to go for, or I don't know, but there's something that there could be like a certain voice in your head that makes you feel like you can't do certain shit. Like for example, I don't be trying to tell my business, but I'll tell y'all a story. So like for example, my dad, I remember when I was first getting into this, when I was first getting into like doing readings and stuff like that, and I was doing Reiki, and I was just starting. And my dad was like, and mind you, this man is into meditation. My grandmother was a shaman, like my grandmother that I was named after, who is his mother. He told me like, oh, you're into things that are not important. Like, you think you could turn this into a career? You think you're about to really make money off of that? Like, please, like you need to do something else with your life. Like, you need to figure out your life and get yourself together. That's what my dad said. But if I listen to him, even though I still have that little voice that's like, but if I continue to listen to him, where would I be now? Would I still be doing this shit? No, probably not. But I feel like that's a lot of you guys. I feel like that's a lot of you guys needing to get that voice out of your head, whether it's your dad, your mom, your cousin, your baby daddy, your uncle, your sister, your niece. I don't know, anyone. But I think a lot of us are needing to heal from that. Man, I was looking up the definition of imposter syndrome the other day. Oh, wow. Because it's so important. Me and my sister have been talking a lot about overcoming imposter syndrome. I'm glad it's resonating, guys. Yay. Sounds like exactly what my dad would say. Oh my God. Yes. That's my dad, y'all. And then it's just so funny that like years later, he's seeing me like do this and he's just like, oh. So I feel like I'm telling this story, but I feel like this is a lot of y'all, and I feel like that's going to be y'all too, like proving someone wrong. But it's not even about that. It's not even about proving these people wrong. This is your purpose. This is what you came here to do. Whatever that thing is that you love doing, this is what you came here to do. So stop letting your mama, your daddy, your whoever the fuck talk you out of what you're supposed to be doing. Okay? Because I feel like I did that for such a long time because I felt, I don't know, I've just always been kind of strange, kind of into things like this. Okay. And my parents they didn't understand. And I don't know. I had to look to myself. I had to look to myself to build myself up. And I feel like that's what a lot of you guys are being called to do. And I feel like that's also why y'all are getting all these signs. Y'all are getting all these signs because spirit is like, yeah, maybe you don't have anyone out there telling you you're supposed to be doing this, but let me tell you, this is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Okay? So, yeah. Sorry, my phone. Oh no, why does it say emergency call? Okay, sorry, I just keep getting so many notifications. So I just wanted to see what it said, but okay. Spirit, I just love you. We have realizations, and it says epiphanies, understandings, and awakenings. I feel like I hope this reading that I'm giving y'all right now, plus these signs and maybe the dreams that you're having, I hope this is going to help you awaken to your gifts and your abilities and your power. Because I feel like you know what your gifts and abilities are, but it's like these naysayers have got you overthinking, feeling like an imposter, making you feel like certain shit is not possible. But I'm here to tell you that it is. Okay, it is. Whatever that dream is, it's within you, because that's the plan that spirit, God, your ancestors, your angels, whatever, that they have for you. Okay, this is the purpose you came here with. So we got to stop letting people like talk us out of shit. Like, fuck those people. I don't care if it's your grandma, your mama, I love my mom to death. I love her to death, but I'm sorry, mom. I can't listen to you. Okay. And yeah, like I was saying, I think, you know, when you're lost, you're kind of lost and you're not really sure what to do. Well, I don't know. That was my life, where in my early 20s, I mean, I've always been into things like this, but like in my early 20s, I was just like, I don't know, what am I about to be doing? So because other people thought I was lost, they always try to project onto me. But I'm a 5'1" in human design, so I don't know. But they've always tried to project onto me. They're always like, hey, like, you supposed to be doing this, you supposed to do that. So I was confused for a long time. But I knew that I truly love doing this. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna stick with this. So I think that could be for a lot of you guys where maybe you're feeling lost, but there's something within you that's telling you to do this certain thing, and it's time to do it. There's so much collective fear too. I think it plays into our self-doubt and make us feel like we shouldn't be doing what we being called to do. Yes, yes, yes. So true. When you're watching the news, you're seeing what's going on, prices for everything going up. It's going up and up. So it's making you feel like, okay, well, let me be logical. You know, I mean, of course, balance logic and intuition, do that. But I feel like there's an over dependence, I guess, on logic, and spirit is saying to trust the signs, trust what you're being called to do. Oh my God. Literally, what does this say? This literally says not enough, lacking confidence, self-sabotage, ego and fear, frustrations. Can't make this shit up. Cannot make this shit up. Okay. So yeah, like fear, lacking confidence, it's like it's getting in the way. And I feel like spirit's like, we're about to transmute that shit. Cut it out. Cut it out. Okay. And then also there could be like certain obstacles trying to get in your way. And spirit is like, like, don't let those obstacles trick you. Don't let those obstacles trick you out your spot. Okay. It makes me think of like, okay, I'm not gonna tell like another long ass story, but it just makes me think of times where I want to record readings and I have screaming children in the background. And I'd be like, oh, I don't know if I can do this right now. Then I'm like, no, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. So that's the energy. Spirit is like, no, don't let distractions, the naysayers, none of that get in the way of where you're being called to go. And this card always reminds me of what is that card? The Eight of Swords. That didn't come out, did it? Because she kind of has the same thing going on with the blindfold and the hands tied. But if you look closely, her hands are not tied as tight. Like she could like shake loose out of that. She could and take the blindfold off. And that's the same energy of that Eight of Swords, where it's like you're feeling trapped, but you're not actually trapped. It's just your perception. The screaming children in the background is comforting in a sense that you are human too, going through things as well. Thank you. I'm glad, because I'm like, oh my God. If I don't record this, there's going to be no video for this week. And so your readings, your kids in the background be confirming anyway. So exactly. Because Eli, well, he's not here right now, but yeah, he always come through with his little babbling and confirming some shit. Thanks for understanding, guys. Thanks for understanding. Oh man, spirit, we have conflicted decisions, hot and cold, multiple choices, because that's what I forgot to say about this. Here, you hear that screaming child? You hear that? That's my nephew. But I forgot to say what I was talking about with this card and the Eight of Swords. You have options. You have options, okay? You have options. So like if there's something that you're trying to do, like let's say, we're just going to use art again. We're just going to use art again because y'all see my stack of paintings back here, but we're just going to use art as an example. So let's say you're like, oh, I have a dream to be an artist or whatever, but I don't know how to make money from that. You could apply for an art teaching job, or you can start posting your art on Instagram, or you could start posting your art on Etsy. That's just an example. but Spirit is trying to say you have options. It's not like they're trying to push you into something that is just a dead end. And I keep hearing this phrase, and I've been hearing this phrase for like the past week. And I'm like, I feel like this is confirmation. But the phrase was, God didn't bring you this far to just bring you this far, for it to just stop here. So I feel like you're being pushed somewhere, and it's not because Spirit or your ancestors or your guides or whatever are trying to lead you astray. Is because that's what's most aligned with you. Okay. But yeah, these negative entities and all this other stuff, even negative people sometimes try to get in the way of what the plan is, but nothing can block what God has for you. Okay. Heard that yesterday and this morning. See, I've been same. I heard that this morning. I heard it yesterday. I heard it on Sunday. My sister said it, I don't know how many times last week. Like, so yeah. So there's like, yeah, certain phrases that you're probably going to keep hearing over and over, but that's the one I keep hearing in my head. Like, God did not bring you this far to just bring you this far. Oh God. Okay. So we have ecstasy, chasing thrills, excitement, good time. So whenever I see this card, because it's been coming up in so many of my readings lately, and I forgot what was the other card. Was it this conflicted card? I forgot. But basically, I always look at this card, especially because it says chasing thrills. Um, it makes me think of like chasing your dreams, chasing your goals, chasing what feels like ecstasy to you. Okay. And then the fact that we have this conflicted card that says multiple choices, I feel like Spirit is saying to make the choice that feels the best, that feels the most exciting. I wonder if many of you guys are I don't know too much about human design, but maybe some of you guys are generators, and your solar plexus or sacral chakra could be like your dominant chakra or whatever. I don't know too much about human design, but I know that myself because of my own human design. But that's what they say about those particular people. Anyway, I feel like Spirit is saying to go towards what makes you feel good, what feels the most aligned to you. Oh, okay. Manifesting generator, sacral authority. Okay. Okay. So okay. Yes, I'm a solar plexus authority. So yeah, my decision making has to do with how does it make me feel? But I think that's the same for sacral too, right? I think so. I need to stop trying to be a manifester and be more receptive. Not you saying be more receptive, girl. This literally says open heart. And the first thing right there, do you see that? Do you see how it says receptive? I have goosebumps. I have complete goosebumps. I've been having chills this whole time. I think I'm on to something. Okay, because not you saying receptive, and then we have receptive here. I think I'm on to something, right? You guys think I'm on to something? Okay, so open heart, receptive, empathy, and vulnerable. So I would say another thing Spirit is calling you to do is to heal your heart chakra. There may need to be like a detox of all your chakras, but I'm feeling like especially your heart chakra, because I feel like there's been some things that broke your heart. It could be anything. That made my day. Thank you. You're welcome. Loving this. I'm glad you're loving it. But there's a need to heal the heart chakra, because I feel like some of you guys had some heartbreaks. And it doesn't have to just be romantic. It could be with career, it could be with your parents, your family, your friends. Like there could have been a lot of like disappointing things that have happened to you in the past. And I feel like that also, and maybe just the shit going on in the world, but I feel like that also contributes to why sometimes you may not feel good enough. Oh yeah, because we did touch on the parent thing a little bit, but maybe why you don't feel good enough or why you're afraid to go after things, especially because, you know, when you, oh my God, why do I feel like I'm about to I don't know if I'm feeling somebody's emotions right now, but I feel like I'm about to cry. I'm not gonna cry though, but but there's certain things that I feel like many of you guys have been through that it just kind of stops you dead in your tracks sometimes. It makes you feel like, damn, should I keep going with this? Like what? Or maybe there's something you tried before and then it just didn't work out and you're like, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel like spirit is trying to help you with healing your heart so that you can move forward. This is all so on point. I'm glad it's resonating. I'll cry with you, don't worry. No, I'm not gonna cry this time. Okay. If y'all watch me on Instagram, there's a few times where I've cried on live like accidentally because I was feeling people's emotions. But I'm not gonna do that today. Okay. Oh man. Okay. So yeah, I definitely feel like many of you guys are in need of heart chakra healing, or maybe just your chakras in general. But I definitely feel like spirit is trying to help you release and close the door on the past once and for all. So there's like, because you have a bright new future just around the corner. Okay. All right. So finally, Bowl of Answers has made a comeback. I don't have too many in here because I was rushing making it before this reading. But we'll just work with what I got right now. Okay, so this says self-care and health needs to be your priority right now. So this is making me think of what I literally just said. Well, I did talk about chakras, but I feel like there's a need to focus on self-care and health right now because spirit is trying to help you with like releasing some heaviness so that you can release like imposter syndrome and heartbreaks that kind of make you stop dead in your tracks or that make you feel like not good enough or that something's not going to work or that maybe even feeling like your prayers aren't being heard. Well, let's put that right there. Okay. What did I, oh my God. Cause I literally said no one can stop what God has for you. And what does this say? No one can steal what's destined for you. They tried. I've just been having goosebumps this whole reading. What y'all about to do? Don't forget me when you become famous and you're all the good things are happening. Don't forget Twan told you. Okay. Hello. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you. Don't forget me when you're rich and famous because Twan told you that this was gonna happen. Okay. Okay. And then we have Taurus. Very interesting because Taurus season comes after Aries season, and we're approaching Aries season very soon. So Taurus season could be super significant for you. That is between April 20th and May 20th. So that could be like a time where all these things start to like play out or come to fruition fully or things like that. But it says loyal, grounded, patient, sensual, determined, dependable, practical, indulgent. But also Taurus is associated with like money. Okay, so there could be some new money. There could be like an increase of money. There could be a new job. But Taurus also has to do with self-care. So make time for self-care. Focus on you. This keeps being a theme. This keeps being a theme. Okay. And okay, of course this had to come out. I Miss You by Beyonce. Okay. So I know I did say earlier there could be some people from your past trying to make a comeback, and do with that what you will. Okay. It could be people with good intentions, some people maybe not with such great intentions, but you'll know. But I miss you also makes me think of what I was talking about as far as like there's something that you're being called back into. So maybe you're getting called back into school or back into some type of hobby or skill that you have that you kind of gave up on. Like there's something you're being called back into, something that you miss doing that you really used to love doing. It's time to get back into it. Okay. And then we'll do one more. That ex-friend better leave me alone. Yes. If you don't want them to talk to you, yes, block them out. In my opinion, when people come back from the past and it happens to be a retrograde, not always the best time. But if they come back before retrograde or after retrograde, yeah. But usually during retrogrades, I don't know. That's my opinion. And then we have 1 week. So we do have the eclipse happening later on this week and the retrograde happening later on this week. So maybe that's why we got 1 week. So yeah. And then one more. I said that last time, didn't I? Sagittarius, another mutable sign. So that's November 22nd to December 21st. And it says adventurous, optimistic, free-spirited, philosophical, spontaneous, and wise. And it also has to do with travel. It has to do with going back to, well, not going back to school, but it has to do with education. So yeah, this could be a great time to get back into school, learn some things, do some training, but you could also be called to teach people yourself and through content or something. I don't know, but yeah. Twan knows. But let's just say there are sucky, selfish friends that got stigmatized. Oh, the tea is hot. Okay, tea is hot. Okay. Spirit's telling me to pull one more. Just one more. We haven't had the bowl of answers in a long time. We gotta break her in. Someone is in love with you. Someone is in love with you. So this could be a past person and they're like, hey, Bookie, hey, big head, what's up? Or it could be a secret admirer. Must be Casper. Ma'am. Yo, not it must be Casper, but it could sorry. Why you had to say that? Why you say that? Okay. But it could be a secret admirer. I apologize for my behavior. I can't. But okay. It could be a secret admirer, but it could also be it could even be someone that's literally, it doesn't have to just be someone being in love with you. I just be making these and stuff like that. And I like to use them in my readings, but it doesn't have to be like word for word. I feel like this could also be someone looking at your resume and being like, oh wow, they're perfect for this job. Or, oh wow, I really like so-and-so's content. Oh, I really like their work ethic. Let's give them a promotion. Let's give them a raise, something like that. It doesn't have to just be someone being in love with you, but someone could be in love with you. But okay. I keep saying last one. Okay. Ooh, someone from the OG box is trying to, or OG bowl of answers is trying to come out. Bro. Look, okay, I'm done with you, Spirit, because you keep freaking me out. You keep freaking me out. Okay, we literally have in their mind rent free and watching you level up. Like I said, this could be a secret admirer. This could be an old friend. This could be an old lover. This could be people that like your content, or they could be a hater. They could be a hater, but it could also be people that just really love your content, or yeah, or they just really love you for some reason. I don't know. I don't know, y'all, but I'm gonna stop, okay? Because I keep saying one more, and then we're still here. Okay. Oh, I have a major crush on you, Twan, right? When I typed it, the live stream malfunction. Oh wow. Don't make me blush on here. Okay, let me go. Yes, this live is gonna be saved. This live is gonna be saved, okay? All right, so I'm gonna talk to y'all. If y'all want to book me for a reading, y'all want to tip me, y'all want to oh wait, I forgot to put it in the description. But yes, that information is going to be below when I put it up here, because I totally forgot to do it before I went live. But thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I really appreciate y'all. I forgot what else I was going to say, but yeah, talk to you guys again soon. Peace.